Welcome back. This is a follow-up to a video where I run the see-through WANKEL rotary engine full throttle a few times just for fun to see what happens. And if you haven't seen that engine yet, here it is right here. If this is your first time seeing the see-through rotary, there's a full episode on this engine where I slow things way down so you can see just how the WANKEL combustion process works in action. There's a link to that episode in the description area below. Now in the last video, I was just comparing some cameras and having some fun. And I just so happened to pick this engine as a subject for the test. But this time, I'm gonna be doing something a lot of people ask for. I'm gonna run this engine full throttle and hold it there to see what the maximum RPM is that this engine will produce. This is my prototype and I really don't wanna blow it up. Will it blow? Let's find out. To measure the RPM, I'm gonna be using this non-contact digital tachometer. Since this engine doesn't have any ignition components to hook a tachometer to, I had to find a way to measure the RPM. And this is the digital tachometer I found that worked the best, had the best reviews, and was inexpensive. So if you're interested in buying one of these, I left a link in the description below because it works surprisingly well. And the way this works is you put a little piece of reflective tape on the flywheel or moving part. You just point the tachometer at the moving part while the engine is running, pull the trigger, and it gives you the RPM. It's as simple as that. Let's go. So there you go. It stopped running, and I'm not sure if that was because of the heat or the high RPM, but it cracked my transparent side cover. And I'm not sure if you would consider that blowing the engine. I guess if you were in an RX-7 and the side cover cracked open, that would probably be blowing your engine. But in this case, yeah, cracked my transparent cover. This engine has about 600 runs on it, and now it just cracked. So that's pretty impressive for me. Apparently, this engine blew before the Briggs & Stratton. All right, so in this run, this is essentially the maximum I got out of it, was 22,388. 22,388. In the previous run, I got 23,000. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lean the mixture out a bit. And yeah, let's try again. $29,000 RPM. That is insane. I almost can't believe my eyes, to the point that I'm doubting the accuracy of this tachometer. So what I'm gonna do next to make sure this tachometer is accurate, I'm gonna go to my car, put a piece of the reflective tape on the harmonic balancer, start the car up, and verify if this tachometer is as accurate as I hope it is. All right, so the car's warmed up. We're at about 700 RPM. So there you go, that's about 600 and something RPM. That matches our tachometer in the car. That's pretty dead on accurate. So I guess our tachometer is accurate. I still feel that RPM number is ridiculously high. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna follow up by shooting some footage with a high-speed camera to verify that that number is in fact correct. That's the last of the fuel. I just still think it's high. And here's the math behind that. We have 29,000 revolutions per minute divided by 60 seconds equals 483.33 revolutions per second. And this footage was shot at 3,000 frames per second. Divide that by 483.33 revolutions per second equals 6.2 frames per revolution. So if we look at the footage we shot with the high-speed camera and we count the frames, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That lines up more or less with 1 revolution, and that means that this verifies our 29,000 RPM. Numbers don't lie. 2 amazing things happened today. The tachometer was dead on accurate, which was surprising to me, and the see-through rotary engine hit 29,000 RPM. I still find that mind-blowing, and I'm sure hopefully you did too. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out the links to the full episode below, and that's about it. See you in the next video.